Hello YouTube, Komodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of City Skylines. Now, a lot's changed since the last episode, mostly with the roads here. Now, I had a clover interchange right here last episode, and I've completely demolished it and put in this turbine interchange. And this is really going to help us for the future. This finally makes sense as far as where the highway traffic can go to both sides, and we can start to build off and start up on a little bit of a city section over here. So I think we're pretty much future-proof right here. We might have to extend some of the roads or upgrade them a little bit, but I think we're flowing pretty good right now. I've also changed where the train tracks go. They go underground now. They used to actually go over the Clover interchange, so that's changed. One last thing, I did delete the road right here that was going into this roundabout. I'm going to see how it works. It seems like a lot of residential traffic was just getting stuck there, and to be honest with you, with the roundabout here, for it to empty out into 3 districts, it's a little crazy for this one area here. So I cut them off there. Now they have to, everybody in the residential zone, which you see pretty decent traffic right here, but this is about the only clogged up spot at the moment. They have to go out this way to get out to the highway. So we fixed that. We also hit our milestone with the 18,000, so we unlocked crematoriums, and I believe we unlocked the sewage treatment, which that's going to be a part of our going green, trying to get all the yuckiness out of the city. Now, you can see I've already placed 3 crematoriums. I know they're in a bit of an odd spot. I don't know what the appropriate spot for these are. I mean, do you stick them in industrial? I know you don't stick them in residential. I mean, they are puffing out smoke. That's a little weird. But I'm not 100% sure there. I think we're actually going to build one more here. We had a little bit of a, I don't know how you want to say this, like a dead stack up. You can still, yeah, it looks like most of the icons are gone right now. There's a couple over there. Last episode, we also built Coleridge Park, which I'm about to extend it over into this neighborhood. And before we do that, let me go ahead and do this. This is something I meant to do. We're going to buy this next tile over, and we're actually about to hit another milestone. And what's that going to give us? A solar power plant. See, that's good. That is a part of the Going Green initiative, and we're about to hit that. So I think what we're going to do here, we've got a really, really high industrial demand. And I think we are going to extend them out a little bit, but I also think we're going to start working on some farms back here. I'm going to try to figure out which road I want to lead them back with. And then I think as soon as we unlock the next milestone, we're probably going to buy this land over here. This will be big enough to start out a big city over here, but I'm not quite to that point yet. I talked about it a lot the past couple episodes, but I'm still going to work on what we have here. So, let's see. Oh, those landfills, those look terrible. We're going to have to start emptying those really quick. So, we've got that little issue. Now, what we're going to do here, let's go and extend out. Should I start? I guess I'm going to go ahead and start to curve a bit, if it'll allow me to. Yeah, so we're going to do that. And we're going to have to move our recycling centers. I think these are pretty good curves right there. Now, I gotta figure out, I think those are all one-way streets. If I'm not mistaken, they run this way. Is that what? No, actually, no, I think that stops over here, so we're good with what we're doing. So, let's go ahead. We're gonna move these recycling centers out to the side here. And we're probably gonna have to build another one. We need to get these landfills out of here, so we're gonna have to do that. Alright, I think I'm going to run one more street up the center here. That looks decent on spacing. So this is going to be a new industrial zone. Now we need to move our water out of here. So let's go ahead. Let's see, I think we're going to move out to, probably out to about here. That should be far enough away. We're going to have to extend our electricity out too. Now, I do want to get some sewage treatment plants going really soon. I'm going to see what our budget looks like. Let's go ahead and run those, and they're going to get the power out here too. There we go. Alright, so that's going to work there. Let's go ahead and give them their industrial demand right here, but I'm also going to work on the farm. Well, there's not really an actual farming demand, but I'm going to work on zones for that. So we've got those going. Let's go ahead, keep working on this trash. I'm going to put in another large recycling center. That's 100,000. Wow. You know what? Let's go with another small one. There we go. So I've got them going there. Let's see, I kind of zoned that a little bit sloppy, didn't I? Let's go ahead and allow them to go into here. That's got an odd, I guess it's going to be okay. It's a little bit of an odd curve there, but they're going to open those zones up. Let's go ahead let's check our infrastructure here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, our electricity, it's going down. I've been slowly adding to the wind farm out here. Like, every time I get, like, a surplus of cash, I'll add a couple more. Even though they're not producing much right here. And I don't know if it's because of the blockage, because you already have a lot over here, but it's producing enough to where it just warrants it. I want to keep them all in one area. We might also burn a little bit more trash. I know I talk about going green here, but we've already got a couple of these plants. Let's go ahead and get one more going here. Stick it right there. What's going on traffic-wise here? Are we blocked up, or... they're all trying to get out to this main road. Must have been, I bet you a train just came by, because this road's a little bit loaded, but they're okay. So I've got that. Looks like we're demanding some customers here. So, we're going to need to go ahead and start this zone up over here. We're going to probably just merge Coleridge Park over into this area. Okay, I think I have this neighborhood set up the way I want it to. I like to do these little inner streets on here. It gives it a little bit of shape, but it also keeps it where I can keep them compact, and I think it's not going to interrupt the traffic. As you can see, traffic's pretty busy on this street back here, so I'm still debating if me cutting that roundabout the way I did from the residential zone is going to be worth it. It's just kind of a test right now. That's going to leave us a little bit of a gap there in the center. I could run down, let's see, can I run a street here? How would that work? Would that fill the zones? I don't know if I can get that centered, can I? Oh, that's centered. Okay. Still going to leave a little bit of a gap. I don't know if that's good or not. You know, maybe we could place a park somewhere. Let's go ahead and do that for now. So we're going to let them fill up. There's a lot of demand there. Now, this is what I was talking about. And that roundabout doesn't seem to be busy at all. I feel like we're having a little bit of issue with traffic flow. So I'm going to chalk that as a failed experiment, and we're going to go ahead and let them back in here. Now, I do think that I cut the traffic lights off there, so let's let them flow back, because we're getting a bit of a traffic jam back here, which I kind of saw that coming. It looks like some of my garbage trucks. That is a garbage truck fleet. Wow. Yeah, they're getting stuck, and they're not able to travel back this way, so that's understandable. That's just a little bit of an experiment, but I think we're going to be okay. They're going to figure out the traffic pattern again. Okay, let's see, what else do we want to work on here? Yeah, that happened very quick with that garbage problem. So they're going to do that. Now, I've also been seeing a little bit of crime happening. And, ooh, our fire protection's a little low, too. You know, I was getting a bunch of the criminal icons, yet it seems like everything's okay here. Now, eventually we are going to need a prison, but we're pretty far away from that. But it does look like we need to actually get a fire station. And we're going to have to invest in that soon. It's going to be 60K. We should get that any moment now. I got to decide, where do I actually want to stick a main fire station? We've got one there, one over in the neighborhood by Sheffield Square, and we got a couple in the industrial zone. I wonder how much more this is going to cover. I feel like maybe I should stick them on this main road back here. I want to call it like the backbone now of the city, because it leads basically across all 3 districts. But it seems like the fire protection's really low over here. So I'm going to give it a second here, and let's go ahead and fast forward time and get that money real quick. It's going to be a big hit, and that's a pretty hefty upkeep, but I think we'll be fine. The question is, where do I want to stick you guys? I mean, I guess I could stick you somewhat in the residential area. That doesn't... to me, it doesn't 100% make sense. Maybe we should stick them over here, and we're going to check the budgets, too, on them, so... Let's stick them on this main road, and we're actually going to move this fire station over here, so... Wow, that made everybody happy. That was excellent. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to move this one over here. And it seems like we're still... I think putting it right here would be okay. Kind of cover the back half of Sheffield Square. Yeah, that should be okay there. That should make everybody happy. Yeah, I'm still seeing a couple of these criminal icons, and I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. But we've got that. This little neighborhood, actually we need to merge these two here and here. So you guys are now officially a part of Coleridge Park, so we've got that going. There we go. Should get all their incentives, get all their policies. How are the schools doing here? We're pretty packed on our schools. Let's check our budgets. I think I have our education budget maxed out. Ooh, let's go ahead and up a little bit on the garbage here since that has been a bit of an issue. Fire needs to go up. Police, I guess. I think having the budget up at night's a little bit better. And yes, our education is maxed out, so that is a thing. Wow. Yeah, we're growing so fast. Like, even our high schools are starting to fill, and I don't really know. I still need to check to see if there's a elementary school that has a bigger capacity, maybe a modded one, because this thing just does not get it done at all. I mean, 375 and that's it. And for a city kind of like how we're going here, it's gonna need more. So, all right, we now have a grand city. We have reached a population of 22,000. We can now take a third loan, and we can build our solar power plant. Now, that solar power plant, I don't know what it produces. Let's check real quick. I think if we're going to buy it, putting it out here would make probably the most sense, keeping it near the wind farm. It produces 160, I guess it's megawatts, which that's a pretty good little push. The coal plant, of course, that's only 40. That's a powerful plant. That would probably be in our best interest in doing that out here and doing it for the future, a part of our Go Green initiative here. And, you know, I'm seeing a lot of crime during the day. I think that might be an issue. So let's go ahead and bump you guys up during the day too. We'll see if we can kind of solve that problem. But anyways, let's go ahead. We've extended our industrial district. I think we need to go ahead and try to get our farming in order here, or at least where we're going to put it. Now, farm vehicles. I don't think they necessarily need that big of a road. But still, if they're going to be linked off the industrial zone here, which I think I'm going to do it there, or I could do it... I kind of feel like they should be back here, which... Didn't we just unlock another... Did we get another zone here? Oh, that milestone didn't unlock one. Okay, what's our next one here? Let's see. That's going to be the next one, 36,000. We're going to have quite a ways before we get to that, so... I guess we are going to have to start the farming areas back here. Now, question is, where do I want to break those off at? And is that not connected? Seems odd. I guess technically it doesn't need to even be there, so let's do that. I think this will be okay to get rid of that there. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so we've got that. Yeah, that's a good question. Where do I want to break that off? Because whatever I'm going to send out, it's going to be industrial or industry traffic, and I still feel like the road probably needs to break off back here. Let's go ahead. We're going to extend out, maybe... Still going to kind of follow the coast here, which I don't think... I think it's safe to put the farm traffic near the water supply, because technically it's not, like, polluting. So, let's go about here. Oh, those roads actually turned out really, really nice and smooth. Don't want to start them... It seems kind of odd to start them on a road like this. Normally, with farms, you would have... maybe some branching out, which we're probably going to do here. Let's go ahead and connect the ends here. And then we'll branch out this way probably and start some of the farms up. I would like to extend this... You know, realistically, I'd like to move the whole industrial zone back here, but I can't because they need to be close to the highway. So, I think if we just do some farms and stuff back here, we'll be okay. Actually, do these latest industrial zones, they get connected to industrial lane here? I'm not 100% sure. No, they didn't. You guys need to be into this. There we go. That'll work. So I've got them set up over there. And I think we're going to do some farm stuff out here. We're going to start it out. I'm not going to do the individual farms. I'd actually like to find some... they have some mods for some really nice looking fields and stuff like that. So let's just start one back here. And we're going to zone it. We're going to need to zone it differently than the other industrial area. I know this is kind of an odd spot to start it. I do think I'll branch it off. Okay, we're going to farm it here. So this is going to be farming industry. Let's go ahead and continue. We need to run them some power out, which I'm going to continue off this one here. So it should run right there. And water. So do I want to run those all the way across? See, I've started this grid, but now it feels like I should actually just break these and run them up the road right now. So let's just do that there. Actually, yeah, we're going to have to do it right there because we've got some blank zones. So we're going to see what they do over there. See if they actually develop out this way. And we'll see what kind of traffic they produce, and I'll start breaking them off in branches from there. But that should about do it with our demand for industrial right now. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to see what moves we need to make next. I wonder how bad it would hurt me to try to... You know, this little farming industry starting to grow here. I don't know, like, how much it actually produces, though. I mean, I'd like to transfer some of this over to it and try to minimize the pollution. You can see our big green recycling area here, which those landfills are still bothering me. I wonder if I start emptying those, will they just go straight into the recycling center, or... I don't know, let's try it with one here. So we're going to empty that. What I'm going to do here... And this is a move to get rid of this. This is disgusting. I'm sorry. If this is ever going to grow up and be like a nice beach area, tourism, that's not going to work. Nobody wants to play in poo-poo water. So I think what we're going to do here, and let's go ahead. This is kind of still the going green part. We've got a lot of money here. And I feel like we can finally start these. Do these need to be right? I don't think they actually have to be right up against the road. So... Let's see, how does this work? Don't pump raw sewage into bodies of water. Yeah, that's what we're going for here. I'm trying to figure out how much this is going to cover because I'd like to actually eliminate these. And I think we have the money to do that now. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. That seems like that's a lot of capacity. That seems like that could really make a dent in it. So, is it still... I'm assuming that that's clean water. So it's pumping sewage and pumping out clean. So let's go ahead. Let's see what happens when I get rid of these here. Demolish. Get rid of 2. Okay, what's our sewage treatment like? Still good. So let's go ahead. Get rid of this one and this one. Okay, it went down. So let's add one more of these. Actually, one of those isn't even connected to a pipe there. So that's a little bit of an issue. Let's see. Let's move you over to where one of these... Well, actually, probably there. So is that connected? Here we go. Yes, it is. Sewage treatment has gone down, so they're not... I mean, instead of just blowing it all out, it seems like I'm going to need to stick maybe 1 or 2 more here. I'd like to keep these all together. Can I stick one to this side? Got a bit of a gap there. Maybe I can move this one over just a bit. So let's move you down to here. You still connected. And we're going to move you to here. This is a little messy looking. I would like to eventually move these. Make them a little bit more... I guess I could put them down there. And, oh, you can already see it clearing there. That's good. I might move these down. This shoreline isn't even, so they look kind of weird. Like they're all out of shape here. But, actually, you know, our shoreline really doesn't go even at any part. We might actually, when we buy some more land, we might move them across. I don't know. But that ought to clean that up, so that's good. So that's going green, got plenty of sewage treatment. Got that. Recycling, how's our garbage? Our incinerators, they're kind of backed up right now. I feel like possibly we need to go ahead and do one more recycling center. I'm just trying to get ahead as much as possible here. Are we having any trash issues? Our landfill usage is absolutely terrible right now. And it's going to be trying to move those out, so... Got this one clear, and let's go and empty one more. I have a feeling that's going to put a bit of stress on our recycling centers, so let's go ahead. I don't want to delete that. I guess I want to stick it right here. Let's get rid of some of the industrial stuff here. So, right here. There we go. We are going green. That's fantastic. So we're emptying 2 here. As soon as these are gone, I'm going to get rid of those. We'll empty the next 2. I think I've got one here. How did I end up with so many landfills? That's terrible. So getting rid of those. Okay, so we've got that. Our infrastructure's now, I feel like it's getting a little bit more solid. So I'm definitely going to look into, I need offices. And I would say I'd stick them on this side, but I already think that's going to cause a bit of a jam up. And of course, during the day here, we do have a bit of a jam up, but this is definitely still better. I still wish they would utilize more lanes, though. The whole fact they have 3 lanes open here, and they're just like, nah, we'll just stick in the right lane. So... Got that going. That looks like a useless piece of power there. Let's see. I don't think I need any of this anymore, do I? Maybe not until those connect it. Probably not until the end there. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these pipes, or all these electrical lines. Okay, we're going to do one more thing here. I'm going to go ahead. About how long is that? That is... Oh, not there. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 5. So we're going to extend out. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. Let's see, let's go ahead and drag this one out. We'll overlap it a bit. That way I know I'm getting all the area I need here. So we've got that. We're gonna add on to Coleridge Park. I feel like this is a nice neighborhood. It's not necessarily like all gridded. Oh, I don't think it's grid-like. Cozy District's pretty much your standard streets up and down. So I think we're gonna follow pretty much the same pattern. That way I don't dump traffic out like every 5. Actually, those 2 intersections are probably a little too close anyways, but I think keeping it the way I've been doing it by basically making it some sort of inner circle here, which where do I want to branch it off here? I feel like we'll probably here. I need to get this even though. Why aren't you even? You're off by 1 block here, so there we go. So we're gonna go something like this, and we're gonna go here. I know that leaves a little bit of a gap, but I will be able to fill those in with, you know, parks and stuff. So, let's see. Let's go and do that. Go out till about, no, that's still too far. Let's see. Maybe here. See, I cannot do this correctly. Sometimes these roads drive me absolutely insane. There we go. To do that, we'll link it back here, and then we'll run a street through here. Gonna make sure it's even. There. So it's very similar to the way we're doing the other one there. Let's get some water out to them. Actually, I might as well connect these. Well, let's keep it about like that and then connect. I don't know why. It just looks better when it's connected. So let's do that there and one more here. All right, so we got a new neighborhood here. It's going to stay in the same district. It's going to be a part of the Coleridge Park. Got that going. I feel like let's go ahead and zone it real quick. I guess I'm going to go ahead and give in these outside zones too, because that's going to probably grow up and be one more neighborhood. I feel like this is probably the limit though of where I want to push this. So I'll have one more square as soon as I unlock this land over here. And I feel like it's going to have to stop there because we're getting we've got a lot of residential on this side. I do think this is going to be the last episode before we go over and start on this side because we're loaded down over here pretty bad. I mean, you're talking a population of almost 24,000, and we're all stuck on one side of the highway here. So we've got that. Let's see. We need to add some incentive to move over here. Our elementary school capacity, which we're going to have to add another one. I do not see a way around that at all. So do I want to add them on the back half here? I could split it. You know, let's get rid of this street here. And let's go back into this picture. Could do it about like that. I know that wastes a little bit of space there, but it opens up that center area. So I think I can get away with doing that. So let's go ahead and dezone these, and this will be the little school area / park area. It's kind of weird that a neighborhood has 2 schools in it, but I don't know. It's just the way the capacity works in the game, which to me it doesn't make much sense, but it is what it is. So we're going to need a high school, which our capacity is down on that. I don't want to stick it on that end or that end. Let's stick it on... No, it feels like it needs to be connected to this end because that leads out to the main street there. So right here. And then our elementary... Yeah, I'm going to have to go check. If you guys know of a mod for an elementary school, or at least a good-looking building that houses plenty of students, because this is it's a little ridiculous not being able to do that. Because it seems like, all right, you know, this is strange. I can't really fit that many people here. And ooh, I like that. Does that seem odd, though? I like to use this track here, but that might be a little too big for the neighborhood. Let's put a basketball court over here. Alright, we need to, before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and build a park here. I kind of want to change it up. What does a botanical garden look like? That looks kind of cool. It looks a little odd for a neighborhood, but I want to change it up here. We'll get the small park. That small park fits somewhat. I got plazas. I mean, I could finally do a plaza. I've been talking about doing one of those. Everything's so odd. Like, nothing's shaped the way I quite want it. I've already done the park with the trees, which fits really well in these, but I've done it before. I've done it a lot. So let's go. What is this? This is a large playground. So we'll let the kiddos play. Does this one have paths we can connect? Or, you know what? We'll just do paths ourselves. So let's just go ahead. Just grab some, let's use, you know what, those look like dirt paths, so we're going to actually use those. So we've got one flowing out here, which, there we go. Let's one way into the park. You got another way over here. Let's go ahead and we'll put some in here. So we're gonna make a big curved one here. Actually, I think I need to connect it about like that. And then, can I run it straight into the park here? Will that work? Is that a thing? So if I end that there, does that look like it runs? Actually, it does look like it. Oh, it did connect. Or did it? Came very close. It looks like it actually runs in there. So I've got those. Let's get some trees in there. Try to match them up here. What do we got? I think it's not those. I don't know. I can't really tell. Looks like the trunk's actually a different color. I think this is actually good though. So we're gonna place some of these throughout here. Switching them up on me a little bit. There we go. There we go. We got a nice little park now. So we've got that. I think that's gonna be good for now. Let's see, let's go ahead and I'm gonna check over everything. Electricity's going down a bit. Let's go ahead and make another little investment in the wind farm out here. Let's stick them here, here. Actually, no, I'm gonna move that one. That one's not in line. I'm trying to keep them somewhat in line. They're not perfect out here, but let's go here. So we'll do that. Let's go ahead and place another row here. That solar power plant's looking really good right now. I think that's going to be coming up very soon because this is getting a little out of order. Actually, not. These are pretty good in line. So we've got that. We'll work on this some more next time. I think we're going to stop it here. But anyways, we've added some to Coleridge Park. I've got a little bit of a farming district started back here. I would like to go download some fields and make it look a little bit more natural. But at least they're not really producing pollution out here. We've added to our industrial area. We've hit some milestones. Hopefully we'll hit our next milestone. Hopefully next episode. So I've got that. Done quite a bit here. But anyways, guys, if you have any suggestions, especially for this side once we started, I think I'm going to have to probably extend this highway out a bit and keep it away from the interchange. That way they have enough time to sort out traffic. But beyond that, we'll see what we're going to do here. But like I said, guys, have any suggestions on mods or the city, just comment below. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you guys next time in City Skylines. Thank you.